Ava has a condition called Usher Syndrome, which means Ava was born profoundly deaf at birth in both ears, and she is slowly losing her vision.
School notified me, and she just said, you're going to be having a little girl named Ava, and she has Usher Syndrome, and you probably won't even notice that there's anything wrong.
The reason we're talking about our senses today is because Ava, if anyone noticed about Ava, do you see she's wearing these devices here? Ava has a condition called Usher Syndrome, and Usher Syndrome affects two of your senses. The device, which acts as her ear, and goes right to the part of the brain that processes speech. So with these devices, Ava's able to hear you. Ava's walking at night and she can't see anything. I'll show them. When she walks here, she's walking on the floor, and you hear that loud sound, all of a sudden you don't hear it anymore, right? That on the floor there's a softer landing, so she knows, oh, now I must be in a different room or a different spot because I know it's the carpet, right? This is something we've talked about over a year, and he's like, when are you ready to do your event? And I said, we're still doing all the paperwork, I promise it's coming. What we want to do is just show a little clip of all of the, these are just individuals who are so big in our community who couldn't be here tonight because they're from all over the world. They really made our red carpet event come to life, and they provided us with a backdrop that we could use for all future events. Well, when the doctor told us that the type of hearing aids that Ava would require would be extremely expensive because they would have to be so strong for her to even get a hint of sound, it wouldn't be worth him taking on her case because he wouldn't make any money off of her. Did he really just say that? Could he even do that? It's not okay. Now what? Now what do we do? Now you may be thinking why I wanted to share such a sad memory like that. Well, that was the moment. The moment the lion protects her club. Most importantly, the moment I vowed that hearing loss was just a characteristic, not the feature that was going to define the person that she would grow up to be. So naturally, I'm a woman, something hormonal. I chopped off my hair, bought a pair of mom jeans, and called every professional that I could find that would lead me in the right direction. I recall this story often to remind myself that no matter what, she comes first. And there's not going to be anyone who stands in her way to follow her dreams. And I'm sure as you can see, it just goes to show you what a team effort this is, and it's so important to have your community involved when you want to succeed as a family. Now, without further ado, she is the inspiration behind our mission, and her love for sharing her story is what motivates other children to be themselves and continue to follow their dreams. Ava Bullis.
Hi, my name is Ava. I am 10 years old. I have Usher Syndrome type 1B. That means I was born deaf and I'm slowly losing my vision. To help me hear, I use cochlear implants, but at nighttime I take them off, so I cannot hear. To help me see during the day, I use glasses, but I have trouble seeing things that are right next to me or under my nose. At nighttime, I am completely blind, so when my family and I go out somewhere at night, I use my cane to help me see what's in front of me. During bedtime, my mom does tactile sign language in my hand. When I wake up in the morning, my brother, sister, and dad sign to me. Even though I have Usher Syndrome, I still do everyday things you do, even chores. Ugh. I'm learning how to read braille. Sometimes I get frustrated having Usher's because it makes things difficult even though I can do them, like taking a test. I know how to solve problems, but sometimes the print is so small I can't read it. But for the most part, I thought I don't have to explain everything to my friends, and they like me for me. My friends Haley, Jacob, Callie, Massimo, John, and Emily, and when we have fire drills, lockdowns, evacuations, and safe corners. I'm very grateful to my friends, family, and peers to support me whenever I need it. I cannot thank you all enough for being here today. This has been a dream of my mom's and mine for a long time. She's always taught me that no matter, always capable of following my dreams. We also talk about humbling ourselves and to remind ourselves of how blessed we are. I can do one thing I love to do and teach others what it's like to be me. So thank you for caring, thank you for supporting me, thank you for loving me, and above all, thank you for believing in me and making one of my first dreams come true. Now let's party.
How could I start all over? I felt like a train just hit me and threw me back 3 years. This time was different though. I started to question everything. I started to feel like I was being punished for some reason. It just didn't seem fair. How could she now rely on a sense that was second-handedly given to her? She was always so visual as an infant. I never met any baby that could sign asking for more milk at 8 months. She was just so smart. Is my baby really now going to go blind? Would she forget everything? Moreover, when would this happen? And no one had the answers. And as I sat in my car, I thought about my life prior to having Ava. I really had no direction or goals. Don't get me wrong, I was living it up with my girlfriends and making the most beautiful friendships of my life, but I really had no idea what my purpose was. And then I let go of it and realized that God gave her to me for a reason, and He gave me to her. He had a purpose for us, and I believe with all of my heart and faith that this is our calling to help others, to share our love, and to bring joy and hope to everyone around us. So I stand before you today as the founder and president of the Ava's Voice Foundation. Your contributions will pave the way for families to have access to the resources that are available to them. It will provide them with a network of individuals, families, and professionals that they can reach out to for support. You will also provide services for children to receive the education and tools that they need to continue to be independent and successful. And above all, you will provide hope as we support research to find a cure. Ava's voice expanded from a moment in the backyard of Pinky Totten's home when I was so taken back of the outpour of love and encouragement we received from local families and friends that gathered to support our family when Ava was first diagnosed at the age of 3.
Who truly love us enough and respect us enough to stand by our sides as we continue to raise this beautiful little girl they both love and adore. So thank you, Polly and Ava.
My husband would say that this is all for him. Because without him, I would not be able to do half of the things that I do. And he is right about that.